Guess who I'm with? Oh, you don't have to guess. You know it's John Schaefer. Keeping it safer with Schaefer. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you again.
Okay, we're going to talk about something that I know it annoys me. And I think it annoys a lot of people.
That's right.
And that is the under or uninsured motorist.
Yes. So that's a big thing, especially in today's world. I think rising inflation costs, people are like, I don't need insurance. So, hey, boom, they crash. This is my car. This is somebody else's car without insurance. We're going to talk about that today.
Okay, so set the stage then.
That's right. So in 2023, 15.4% of people did not have insurance. That's 1 out of 7 drivers had no insurance, and has increased for the last 6 years, 3%.
So if you're in a group on the street, chances are you have 1 or 2 that aren't insured right next to you.
So if they're at fault, they don't have insurance, and your car has damage, who's responsible? You know, who's going to pay for it?
That's the question.
That's right.
We know who's responsible many times, but who's going to pay for it?
That's right. So, and I've seen it more the last couple of years. I've had clients call like, hey, this guy hit me. I found out he has no insurance. One thing I was recommend if you get in an accident, call the cops, try to make them come to the scene. I know in Springfield, they say if it's a non-injury accident, they won't come. But if a car is immobile, then they have to come.
Yeah.
So
well, but then also everybody has a phone. Start taking pictures.
Taking pictures. Yeah.
Start taking pictures.
So the biggest thing I tell my clients is you always want to keep full coverage on your car. That's a comp and collision. Also have the uninsured and underinsured motorists, because if they hit you and they have no insurance, then your uninsured motorist would kick in for your bodily injury. That goes for you and your person sitting next to you in the car if you've got a carload of people.
And keep in mind, even on that, you do have deductible from time to time.
Well, that's right. That's right. So if let's say that they're uninsured, so that's going to hit you. Your insurance is going to pay out the bodily injury if you have to go to the hospital. Now let's say they have state minimum. They only have the $25.50. So $25,000 per person, $50,000 total on the bodily injury, and they hit you. If you have the uninsured or underinsured motorist, what that's going to happen? You can file it on your insurance and pay out. I had a client that lived in St. Louis. He worked at a dealership. They told him to go test drive a car to try it out. Some guy crossed the median up on I-70, hit him head on. He had a lot of damage, had to have air flighted out. We actually filed on our underinsured. We paid out $100,000 because he had the 100, 300 limits.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps.
Cover yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
That's right. And always, a lot of times too, a lot of these insurance companies, I've seen on the deck pages, they'll turn around and not have the uninsured or underinsured. So you have to have the uninsured motorist, but sometimes the underinsured, they will not have that on there.
Yeah.
They'll skip that, and that's only usually 15 or 20 bucks more to carry that.
But and which is a perfect reason to come to someone like you.
Right.
Because you can say, you may think you're getting a deal here, you're not.
No. And so the way that impacts, uninsured drivers impacts the insurance rates. Somebody has to pay for that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be us if we, these people who don't carry insurance. So you basically, what you got to do is you got to carry those higher limits, and with the increased coverages, that's going to help you out. And also the uninsured drivers, these insurance companies, they have to carry higher premiums to offset the cost.
Of course.
You also have to have, there's higher premiums for uninsured and underinsured motorists, and also increased rates for future premiums. So that kind of affects insurance as a whole. So just keep that in mind. Insurance rates are going up, but it's to protect you.
Everything does. But then again, again, this is another reason why people can sit down and talk with you about these things. And you can kind of guide them through. It's not a cookie. You don't just sell one kind of policy to everybody.
Right.
So you're there to help them out.
Right. So here's my solution is the biggest thing is carry your uninsured, underinsured motorist. That's a big deal. A lot of times people try to skimp on that or do the state minimum. Here at the Resource Center, we try to carry 5,100 limits is all we write anymore. We don't carry this or write the state minimum. That protects you. That protects everybody. Consider getting an umbrella policy too. That helps you out and encourage safe driving habits.
Absolutely. So people want more information. They want to get in touch. They'd like to talk to you.
Yep.
How do they do that?
Now, all they got to do is just scan the QR code, take out your phone, scan that, or you can call the old-fashioned way, 417-766-4689. And hey, if you're crashing or somebody's crashing into you, make sure you're protected.
Absolutely. Always That's all about keeping it safer with Schaefer. Give them a call.